Hey guys, today we are going to talk about social media. Now, I've touched on social media a little bit in the last couple trainings over the last week, but I really want to talk to you about Facebook. I'm a Facebooker. That's what I know and I understand. There are tons of other social media. You could use Pinterest to have a page for yourself. You could Instagram. I dabble in Instagram, but I don't really understand it. Rhonda Race in our team Fit and Funky is a huge Instagrammer, and she did a team call for Fit and Funky. I will try to locate that, and I will share it in the group. She has some particularly awesome stuff on Instagram. I just have a hard time getting any interest off of Instagram, and probably because I don't spend enough time on it to understand it fully. Facebook is just the easiest thing for me. Periscope is a live where you can talk live with your followers. I just don't know who would tune in. I mean, I haven't researched it, so I don't know much about it. I follow people. There's Facebook Live. There's all sorts of social media. So my tip to you is to find the one you're the most comfortable with and that you use the most, and then utilize it for your business, because you can leverage social media to bring in business and increase your growth. I was talking to one of my coaches yesterday, and she was like, well, I don't think anyone near me would purchase anything. Well, here's the thing. With social media, they don't need to be by you. Challenge groups, they can be anywhere in the world and be part of your challenge groups. So don't think that just because you're in one area, like if you're in a small town, don't let that stop you from starting your business, because there are many coaches that live in Podunk, UP, and are elite top coaches. So I'm going to ask you to go outside your comfort zone, and I'm going to ask you to post on social media and make posts. And how I would start would be just tell the truth. Hey guys, if you did the 21-day fix. Many of my people start with the 21-day fix, so I'm just going to use that as an example. If you didn't start with the 21-day fix, don't worry, you don't have to use that. Hey, everybody, I did the 21-day fix. I found out that I get to eat a lot more than I ever thought. I have so much energy. I replaced one meal a day with Shakeology. I was a total skeptic, but it changed me, and the nutrition I get and the feeling I get from that is amazing. I am going to start it again on November 30th. Who wants to join me? You can say how much weight you lost. You can say what you learned. Tell how many inches. Post a before and after picture, because I'm telling you, those are where it's at. Your pictures are worth more than 1,000 words in that case, because you're a real person. You're not airbrushing it. They know you, and they're like, holy shit, if she can do it, I can do it too. Sorry about the swearing. I'll try to keep that to a minimum. But my point is, share your story and what it did for you, because as I talk about, stories sell, facts tell. So just tell your story with the program that you started with and what it did for you. And then just say, does anyone want to join me? I think you'd be completely surprised. Or say, hey, now I can wear size 6 jeans after 21 days, or whatever size jeans you wear, you know. I went down 2 sizes in 21 days. Is anyone interested? So those are some tips. But here, I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of social media, of Facebook particularly. So when you make a post on Facebook, think about your customer avatar that you created, who you want to attract. Who do you want to be? So you're talking to that person. So if your avatar is a mom of teenagers, maybe you want to say, hey, my teenager loves Shakeology. How awesome is that? They choose that for breakfast instead of a Monster energy drink. They have the same amount of energy, but they're getting the nutrition they need. So you could post that. But here's what I want you to think about. When you make a post, either on your like page or your personal page, which I used to keep them pretty separate, but now I'm venturing into posting more about my Beachbody business in my personal page, and it's actually paid off for me. I don't do it every day. I don't do it all the time, but I'll throw tidbits in. Because when you do that, they start seeing, wow, this person did it. You know, that's awesome. Maybe I should try it. And then they're going to watch you and they're going to look for more. So when you make a post, think about educating or entertaining people. Does your post educate them? Does your post entertain them? Whatever that is. Whatever your post is for that hour, day, whatever. That's what you should think. You should ask yourself those questions. How many times should you post a day? Well, the more often you post, the more you're going to be seen. So if you only post once a week, you're going to fall off because Facebook has all these algorithms and they decide, oh, nobody's really commenting or she's not on much, so we're not going to push her stuff to the top. Where if you're on there repeatedly and consecutively and consistently throughout the day in and day out, more people will see your things. So I would post 3 to 5 times a day, whether you're doing personal or like page, 3 to 5 times a day. And not all Beachbody, 80-20, 80% non-Beachbody, 20% you can throw in Beachbody. I like to post a motivational thing in the morning, and then I post my workout. So before 8 o'clock, I have 2 posts already on Facebook. My biggest hits that people like from me are moves of the day and recipes. So in the afternoon, I try to do a recipe. Actually, this week I was really organized, and I sat down and I made our recipe posts, my recipes that I'm going to post for the week last night. So that is huge. So I have that out of the way because you can schedule your posts. If you have a like page, you can schedule your posts when you want them to post. You don't have to be on all the time, and it's a way for you to stay consistent and in the game. So here's another thing. When you send private messages to people, Facebook algorithms say, hey, wow, they're having a conversation. I'm going to put their stuff I'm going to put Kelly's stuff into Jennifer Jansen's feed because they are having conversations. So think about that. So that's why those, hey, how are you messages are so important, that you should send a couple times a day. So I send 3 a day. If I'm doing really well. That's my goal, is 3 a day. Hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. End with an open question. Because when they start interacting with you and you have that, they're going to pop up in your news. They're going to get your stuff. They're going to see you more. So that's why those become more important. So there's private messages. Make sure you do that. If someone comments on your post, be it personal or like page, make sure you respond. Because again, they're going to see that you're interacting, and they're going to push that stuff to the top of that person's newsfeed. And then when you respond and they respond, their friends will see what they're talking about if their settings are right. So other people will see it, and you're going to get a bigger market share or reach. That's what they call it, reach. So those are some ways to grow your market on Facebook. Another way is through Facebook advertising or boosting a post. You can pick who you want to reach. Some things that I always put in are budget shopper, Target lover, Starbucks. You can pop them in. I do Biggest Loser. I do stay-at-home mom. I do parenting. I do homeschool. Things like that, so that you can target your audience. And you just have to see what works for you. And then if they like your page, if someone likes your page off a boosted post, I always send them a message welcoming them to my page and thank them for following me. Again, it's another way to get your information in and out through social media. So those are the big things with Facebook. If you have any questions on Facebook, let me know. I am more than happy to help. Instagram, I will get you Rhonda Race's team call from Fit and Funky. Twitter, I really have not dabbled in Twitter whatsoever. Some top coaches that I have followed said that Twitter, because can you not put pictures? I don't even know the answer to that. But the video I had watched said they couldn't attach pictures, so they stopped doing Twitter. There may be value in it, that I don't know. That is something that you will have to look into if that's going to work for you. I know that most of my friends and the people that I reach out to are on Facebook and are active on Facebook. So that's why I chose the Facebook route. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out. Why don't you comment below with what social media venue you are using? I will talk to you later.